let's talk about some sneaky stuff to consider when you're out there home shopping. Not everybody has the same things on the radar when they're looking at houses. I can't tell you the number of times that I mention something to a buyer only to have that person say, "Oh, I never even thought of that." So here's a list of 10 things to definitely consider when you're out there shopping for your new home. Hi there, Emily Farber here, your favorite Iowa YouTubing realtor. I make videos all about real estate and Iowa, so if that's your jam, hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up to let me know you appreciate this kind of content. Number 1, look at the lay of the land. Not just the yard of the home you're considering, but the general topography of the entire neighborhood. Water, well, it's a real son of a gun when it comes to your house, so if you have the option, avoid homes with negative slope towards the house and homes at the bottom of hills because you're going to have all the water in the entire neighborhood headed towards your basement. Sump pumps, backup sump pumps with auxiliary backup battery power, they all work until they don't, and then you've got a big mess to deal with. 2, homes with no usable yard space. Homes with yards that are so steeply sloped that they're essentially unusable. Homes with yards that just drop off straight into ravines. Homes with yards that are all timber. Well, you may appreciate the privacy, the view, the whatever of it. Chances are when you have a yard with very little usable space, it's going to become a problem at some point. If not for you, it will be a problem for your pool of potential buyers down the road. 3, homes in that 20-year and older age bracket that haven't had any updates done on them. Take a look at the age of those major mechanical items. I'm talking the furnace, the air conditioner, the water heater, the kitchen appliances. The average life expectancy of a furnace is, I would say, 20 to 25 years. An air conditioner is about 15, a water heater, about 10. Kitchen appliances, let's say 7 to 10. But here's the thing, people don't like to replace them until they're shot. So while they might still be working at the time you put an offer on that house and move in, the clock is ticking and it will be ticking on your time and your wallet. Can you get the seller to replace old but still functioning items? Probably not. But maybe you can negotiate the overall price down, or negotiate a home warranty, or negotiate some closing costs, which will enable you to keep a nest egg in your account to help cover any future possible replacements. Does the house stink? Pet odor can be a lot of work to get rid of. If you think it's just going to be a case of professionally cleaning the carpets, well, you're probably setting yourself up for disappointment. You might be looking at pulling out all of the existing flooring, possibly the trim too, if the animal was spraying up the wall, sealing the subfloors, putting in new trim, and laying down all new flooring. Number 5, garage size. Did you know that garages are shrinking? From the 1960s to about 2020, the average 2-stall garage grew from 20 by 20 feet to 24 by 24. But in the last decade, garage size has reversed and new construction homes are back to garages of 20 by 20 feet, which are hardly big enough to realistically fit 2 cars in, let alone be able to open the doors and have any additional stuff in there like bikes, outdoor toys, lawnmowers, snowblowers, and garbage cans. Besides the space you might want on the side of your garage, don't forget to consider the length. Full-size trucks range from about 18.5 feet long to 22 feet long, so they don't even fit in a garage like this at all. Definitely check to see if your vehicles will fit into the garage if you actually want to park your vehicles in there. If you're buying new construction, it's important to know that certain items that you've grown accustomed to in your current home will often be missing from that brand new home. I'm talking stuff like blinds, glass shower doors, washers and dryers, even stairs from the deck down to the backyard. Also, the landscaping provided by the builder, let's call it minimalistic. It's going to be pretty much just sod and one tiny little lonely tree in the front yard. You may be able to negotiate one of these items into your offer, like a washer and dryer allowance or a window treatment allowance, but it is not realistic to think that the builder is going to give it to you all. So, my friends, budget accordingly. Number 7, the neighborhood rental load and the type of rentals. Pay attention to the rental load in the neighborhood. I'm not saying that renters are bad people, but tenants and or landlords often don't care for a property in the same way as owner-occupants do. And the way the houses look that surround your house, well, those are going to impact your property values. Some other things to consider are the type of rental. Is it a neighborhood close to a college campus? Well, if your neighbors are tenants that are like 18 to 23 years old, well, their interests and sleeping schedule may not align with yours if you work full-time. If the rentals in the neighborhood are heavy on Airbnbs, those may not align with your needs because they will be occupied by people who are there for vacation or like bachelorette parties or fun weekends with the bros. Are you a dog mom? A cat dad? Let's talk about your pets. Did you know that in some cities there are pet restrictions on the number of animals that you can keep in your home unless you have a breeder's license? I know, codes like this probably get ignored by a lot of people until you have a neighbor who has decided that they have an issue with you and they rat you out to the city. Then you have a problem. Likewise, HOAs often have rules regarding the number of pets that you can have or other restrictions like a weight limit to those pets. So you and your 5 big dogs? Well, you're going to want to choose your next home's location strategically to make sure you don't end up in a tragic situation where you are forced to get rid of some of your companions or move suddenly and unexpectedly. 9, bedroom location. The way the bedrooms are split up in a home matters. Let's talk about a 4-bedroom home. For instance, a ranch-style home with 2 bedrooms on the main and 2 bedrooms in the lower level, or a 2-story home with the primary on the main and 3 bedrooms upstairs. Those are generally not going to be as valuable as a home with at least 3 bedrooms, and I mean the primary bedroom and 2 secondary bedrooms, all on the same level. The reason has to do with being able to keep that home appealing to the greatest pool of buyers. Families with young children don't like the idea of the kiddos sleeping on a different level. So while a split bedroom configuration might work for you, it is probably going to be a resale hurdle down the road when you're looking to sell. And 10, always watch the quality of the most expensive aspects of the home. I'm talking stuff like windows, siding, and your kitchen cabinetry. These are things that will cost you big money to replace if you need to do it. If you're looking at new construction, don't be blinded by the fact that it is simply new, because cheap and new will not look nice for very long. Have you ever been through a neighborhood that's only like 20 years old or so, but it just looks like junk? Those homes were built with bottom of the barrel products and they don't age well. If I'm weighing 2 options, quality built older homes are a better choice than cheaply built newer homes, in my opinion. Some big red flags for me are cheap vinyl siding, big box door windows, and junky, rickety cabinetry. I mean, is there anything sadder than super cheap kitchen cabinets? It's an item that you have to work with, use, and manipulate multiple times a day, and it's just junk. Have you ever looked at the cost of replacing the siding on your home with a quality product like LP Smart Siding? It's easily a $50,000 project. What about putting in new cabinets and countertops? Not even reconfiguring the layout of the kitchen. Even just a basic kitchen remodel could be $25,000 or more. Higher end kitchen remodels can easily skyrocket over $50,000. And windows? Oh gosh, nice windows are not cheap. They're easily a couple of $1,000s a pop. Okay, what nuggets of wisdom do you have for others when they're out there shopping for a home? Leave us a comment down below. Hey, it's been fun, and I'll catch you later.